Welcome to this presentation today, which we call the Side Hustle Income Presentation. The Side Hustle Income Presentation. Wherever you're watching from Abuja, from Abidjan, from Frankfurt, from Johannesburg, from California, you are welcome to this presentation today. Okay, there's a comment box somewhere on the screen. If you're on PC, it should be by the right hand side. If you're on mobile, it should be below the presentation window, presentation video. Type in your name, your name and where you are watching us from, so we actually know. Yeah, type in your name. My name is Jerusalem and I'm watching from Israel. Whatever. Type in your name there, at least to let us know where you are. Tune in to us today from. Once again, you're welcome to the Side Hustle Income Presentation, and that's basically how a 3 simple step strategy generates 250 to 500,000 naira every month from a simple part-time legitimate online job that takes 1 to 3 hours daily. Now let's go over the keyword there again. Simple, part-time, legitimate, like EFCC, FBI is not going to be coming for you, yeah, and then online job, you're not going to be writing any resume. Right in front of your phone, in front of your PC, you can do this. And the best, it takes 1 to 3 hours of the time daily. That means if you have a regular job, perfect fit. And then if you don't have a job at all, yeah, you can give this more time, let's say 5 hours daily, to even make times 2 the figures you see on the screen. And even the sweetest part of this whole thing is you do this from anywhere you are, from Kotangora, from Daura, from Jerusalem, yeah, at your own time, at your own pace, and at your own convenience. How cool is that? Okay, today your host for this presentation is my humble self, Pastor Gideon. That's me by the left hand side there with my sweet suit and my fine face and big head. If I hear you call me big head, I'm gonna smack you. And then by the right hand side is my mystery speaker today. This guy, the side hustle income guy. He'll be the one teaching you how he's been able to perfect a 3 simple strategy that brings in 250 to 500k by the side for him. He has something he's doing, but this gets him income by the side. Imagine what 250 to 500k can do for you. Extra 250 to 500k can do for you. And then in this presentation today, we have just one goal, and that goal is to show you how you too can add that much to your income stream. For real. That is why we beckon on you to stay to the end. And if you stay to the end, you will not only discover that particular strategy, yeah, but you also get the exact 3 simple step strategy he uses to set up this side hustle that requires only 1 to 3 hours of his time. And then it brings results, awesome results like this. Awesome. As you can see, this is his earning by April, earned by the side, $1,132, and that's amount to about 413,000 naira. Alright? 413,000 naira, which he withdrew from ATM card in Nigeria. There's nothing like PayPal Wahala, Western Union Wahala, anybody looking at you anyhow. You withdraw from your ATM in Nigeria here. Alright? That is for April. He does this by the side, remember. And then the other one for May, 226,300 naira, $620 by the side. Yeah, he has something else he's doing. This is his side income. Then by June, $904,000, yeah, and which is about 330,690. Now imagine how much extra 330,000, 430,000, 226,000 naira would do for you. Imagine that for a while. Yeah, would you be tempted to quit your job? Well, I don't advise people to quit their job. I show you what I have to offer, and then if it gives you enough reason to quit your job, so be it. If you're convinced, so be it. Now I know something that might be going on in your mind right now. Be asking, what makes this presentation different? Why is it different from every other presentation you've been attending? What makes it different? Oh yeah, this presentation can help you build a semi-automated side hustle around freelance business that will passively bring in 250 to 500k per month, and that is what makes it different. And you know what? This figure is guaranteed. Yes, guaranteed. If you can stay tuned to this presentation, pay attention, and get to action immediately after the presentation. Stay till the end of the presentation. Take notes and get to work immediately after the end of the presentation. And no, that is not just a bold promise. That is not just a bold promise. If you know the people who are bringing this to you, then you know, obviously, they are not people who talk what is not realizable, what is not possible. All right? And about your host, a little bit about your host, Patogidi. You should know me already. You should be in my list. You must have been reading from me, or you must have, run into one of my trainings online or something. Yeah, and that's my picture there. Let me put my big head on screen. That's my picture there. And yeah, but then this is not about me. I'm not gonna be reading out all those litanies, all those things about me like I used to do. No, I'm not gonna be doing that right today. Instead, I'm gonna be focusing attention to who the side hustle income man himself. The side hustle income man himself. Meet him. What is his name? His name is Mr. Godfrey Elabor. That name sounds Edo-ish, and yes, he's from Edo. Yeah. And this is him, all fresh and sweet, yeah. But then he doesn't look this. He wasn't like this. He hasn't always been like this, right? I've known Godfrey for a long time. I know because I've known him for a long time. As you can see on the screen, that's an email he sent to me in 2011, asking for something. I'm not about the message. I'm about the date. That's over 9 years ago. I've known this dude. That means he didn't start being fresh like this. He wasn't fresh like this, a few years back, right? He used to actually look something like this. Now watch the background, you see what that house looks like. No, I'm not against anybody starting from the bottom. Start and have that determination to grow, and that is exactly what this guy epitomizes. Yeah, his 10-year challenge or whatever looks something like this. 2008, 2011, 2014. Yes, this is the same guy that is today all freshed up and all sweet. Yeah. Okay. Nobody is an island. I know nobody is an island. That's a very popular saying, but the story of this guy is a solid proof that anyone with determination, consistency, and smart work can make shit happen for him. Anybody with determination, consistency, and smart work can make things happen. The story of this guy proves that. Alright? A little bit about him. The man, Godfrey Elabor. He's today the CEO of Elabnet Innovation, a digital marketing firm duly registered with CAC, with an office in K2 area of Lagos State. He's an entrepreneur, an awesome husband to a beautiful woman, and then a super dad to an awesome girl. Alright? He has coached thousands of people on how to make money online doing legitimate business. There's this emphasis on legitimate business. We don't want FBI coming or EFCC busting us, yeah? Yeah, and he's been around for some time, yeah. I think he registered for, he wasn't born with all these. He wasn't born with all this. Not like he was born with all these titles I reeled out. No, he wasn't born with all this. Before the fame, he was that normal, broke, loyal, and ever ready to learn guy. That's one thing about him. Broke, loyal, but ever ready to learn guy who tried to make golden spoon available in his household. And today, to the glory of Jah, it is, yeah. He immersed himself on the internet to find a way to augment the little support from his parents. He tried paid surveys, those paid surveys, pay to click, pay to read, blah, blah, blah. But then all of them failed. I'm yet to find somebody who cashed out from those paid surveys and paid to read, yeah? I mean, cashed out on looking at it on the screen and you can't withdraw it, yeah? Then in 2010, he ran into freelancing with Fiverr. Fiverr is one of the biggest freelancing website online, which he'll be talking more about today, yeah? That are Nigerian friendly, as a matter of fact. There are tons of them, but I'm talking about Nigerian friendly ones. And then he found small success. Being a determined human being, he quickly built on this success and almost became a huge success story overnight. Huge success story that attracted the attention of big media houses. Big media houses. And by the way, he signed up on Fiverr on November 30, 2010. That's over 9 years today. And that's actually the welcome email from Fiverr sent him, yeah. But then he got the attention of big media houses. This is Success Digest magazine. Success Digest, most of us who have been internet entrepreneurs owe our success, large portion of our success stories to Success Digest, all right? Owned by Dr. Sono Bazo Jogbese, the Honorable Akin Alabi, the Ronald Zimoras, the Motor Shaws, the Memorials, all of us owe our, loyalty and trace our success story to Success Digest because they help the newspaper actually grown us. So Success Digest, covered this guy story sometime ago. As you can see, that's his picture there when he was still coming up and hungry. Yeah, and with a bold title, what to offer on Fiverr.com and start making hundreds of dollars monthly. That's him there, yeah. That doesn't end there. Another big media, the Nation newspaper owned by one of us, Jagaban, also, he got the attention of that newspaper as well, and they interviewed him, and with a bold headline, From Factory to Online Freelancing, September 17, 2014. You can actually Google this. I think it's still very much online. Yeah, I read it a few days back. As a hungry entrepreneur, yes, every entrepreneur is hungry. Dangote is building a refinery somewhere in the Bejuleki area of Lagos because he's hungry, despite being the richest black man in the world. Yeah. So, as a hungry entrepreneur, he branched out to other business models, and he failed in some. Woefully, as a matter of fact. And one of those business models he failed was blogging. Yeah. For a whole year, 2012, he made only 75 euros. Poor you. Did it discourage him? No. He continued pushing, and he killed some of them. He actually had huge success story in some of them. Yeah, and one of them is e-commerce with Konga and Jumia. All right, weekly, monthly, Jumia and Konga were paying him over $1 million, and on the screen right now is one of his payment screenshots. Over 1,044,000 naira, and this happened just in 2016. And this is another screenshot from Konga, 841,000 to 65,000. However, he never gave up on his first baby business. I actually asked him why. and I'm going to be telling you that shortly. Instead, he fine-tuned it into what he now calls the side hustle income. The side hustle income. I asked him why didn't you give up on this and making money. He explained, and his explanation sent chills down my spine. He said, "This is the business that got me started, a business I didn't spend 1 naira to start, and I feel I'll be doing a huge disservice to people out there if I let the business die like that, because there are tons and tons of people who actually need this, but they do not need to start a business, but they do not have all the capital, they do not have all the monies. So I'm going to be fine-tuning this, and I'm going to be, maybe tagging it alongside hustle or something anybody can do, starting from nowhere." That got my attention. That's actually why I had to force him and bring him to come and talk to my subscribers about this, so that for those guys who doesn't have money to start huge businesses, or even the busy ones that are already doing businesses, can give the attention to this 1 hour, 2 hours per day and build something in the neighborhood of 200 to 500,000 naira every month. According to him, he said, it's one of the very few businesses you do not need money to break the bank to start. You don't need to break a bank to start. And it's one business you can do from Daura, Nkwere, Agenibode, Ekboma, anywhere, Kutangura, so long you have internet access and the knowledge. And that knowledge is what you are about learning today, right today in this presentation. In the 3-step that generates 250 to 500k every month from a simple part-time legit online job that takes 1 to 3 hours daily. Now the big question is, to prayer. Are you ready? If you are ready, then do me this favor, do yourself this favor, not actually me, because I lose nothing if you don't gain from this training. But if you gain, that's to my credit, because of course you'll be praying for me, your spirit and soul will be praying for me for bringing this your way. Now, what I think you should do right now is to kill every form of distraction off your cell phone if it is not what you're using to watch this presentation. If it is, off every other app on the phone. Let this training, this presentation be the only thing playing on your phone right now. Shut down social media. They are important. They are good, but now is not the best time to use them. Turn off your TV. Pay 1003% attention to this presentation, because allowing yourself to be distracted could mean missing out on a piece of information that can help you set up a side hustle income that can pull in 250 to 500k for you monthly. Right? Of course, you must have questions in the course of the training. I've stopped really breaking trainings and taking questions because it's disturbed the flow. Yeah. So what I do is I pop out a comment box somewhere on the screen. If you're on a PC, it's by the right hand side. If you're on a mobile phone, it's below this presentation video. Okay. On that comment box, type in every question you have or go straight to the point. At the end of the presentation, I would collate them, group them, and ask my guy, to answer them. We'll do our possible best to answer all of them. But in any case we don't answer them, there will be an option to really get back to you. Alright? But then don't hesitate to ask your question, no matter how stupid they are. But don't ask me the color of my boxers, my undies. No. Ask me a question related to what you'll be learning in this training today. So, are you ready? If you are ready, here are a few disclaimers. They're actually nothing but my lawyers who have lawyers. You know them. Said I should let you know this. Of course, my lawyers have lawyers and they're hungry. I hate paying those bastards because they do nothing, actually. Okay, they said I should tell you that results are not typical. We will do our best to walk you through the strategy, yes. Understand that our results and that of our students are not typical. The average person who attends a training like this, especially free trainings like this, get fucking zero results. Because it's not actually attending the training that gets results, it's actually taking action that gets you the results, right? Yes, and of course, you might get a result, but slightly different from ours. Maybe more, maybe lower. So, that shouldn't mean anything. So, if you're getting 1,000, you're getting 5,000, you're getting 200, 2,000. The most important thing is that you're putting in your best and you're getting something to convince you that, yes, there's a way here. Yeah? However, we are happy to show you exactly what's working for us now for free in this presentation. And more so, which is even more important, this is not in any way a get-rich-quick scheme. Not sleep and wake up with $1,000 under your bed tomorrow. It is not MMM, not Ponzi scheme, not get help, not receive help, not loom that have loomed a lot of people into hell in recent times. It is none of those. It is what it is. 3 simple steps that generate 250k every month from a simple part-time legit online job that takes 1 to 3 hours to do. And you can do this from anywhere at your convenience, at your time, and at your pace. Alright, so at this point, I hand the baton over to the man of the moment, Mr. Godfrey. Please, Mr. Godfrey, go ahead. Tell us, what is freelancing and why is it a perfect side hustle to earn extra income? The floor is open for you now, Mr. Godfrey. Do us this. Let us go there. Thank you, Mr. Godfrey. Yeah.
Thank you to Mr. Patrick Ogidi for giving me this great opportunity to talk about this wonderful business. I really appreciate. Good day to you guys over there. I just want you guys to see the person that will be talking behind camera before we move into the discussion of today proper. So I just want you guys to see my face before we move into the discussion proper. So guys, let us proceed.
What is freelancing and why is it a perfect side hustle to earn extra income? Basically, freelancing is the process of rendering your skill as service to multiple clients. That is just what freelancing entails. You have a skill, you render it as a service to multiple clients. And why is freelancing a perfect side hustle to earn extra income? Freelancing is actually very good because it gives you the time to choose, it gives you the opportunity to choose your work, it gives you the opportunity to choose your schedule, it gives you the opportunity to choose your clients. So you choose the people you want to work with, you choose the time you want to work, and you also choose the work you want to do. So in freelancing, it gives you the chance to do all this. You work at the time you want to work, you rest at the time you want to rest, or you do other things at the time you want to do it. So freelancing gives you that advantage to do that. You don't have a boss, you decide who you want to work with and when you want to work. I'm going to show you 2 simple and easy skills that you can render as service on one of the top freelancing websites called fiverr.com. I'm going to be showing you how to go about it. I'm going to give you a scenario. I'm going to show you gigs of those that are already delivering these services and how to go about it. But first, I would like to talk about who is an online freelancer. An online freelancer is someone that is hired by a client to complete a task, project, or service for them. The client might be an individual, the client might be a company. But the main motive is to hire the freelancer to complete a task, a project, or a service for them. So maybe they are having some issues and they need someone to get it done. So that's basically why most individual companies hire freelancers. And why freelancing? Freelancing actually gives you the opportunity to work from anywhere. You don't need an office. You don't need to start looking for money to rent an office or to rent a shop or to start thinking of how to buy things that you're going to need in an office, to buy you don't need all that. It gives you the opportunity to work from anywhere you want. And freelancing is also a business you can start with zero kobo. You don't need a time to start freelancing. The registration is free. All you need is just the skill to get started. And I'm going to teach you the skill right here in this webinar. So all you need is just the skill and you are good to go. You don't need a website in freelancing. You don't need to just have a website to start freelancing business. You don't need a website. You don't need to think of buying a domain. You don't need to start thinking of hosting a domain. You don't need all that in freelancing. You can be at home in your pajamas and work for a company in US, in China, in Tokyo. You can work for anybody in the world by just working from your house. You can just be in your house and be working for companies, for individuals that are not even in the same countries with you. So that is one of the advantage why you should choose freelancing. You can also work from school. Let's say you are a student, you are not you are done with receiving lectures or you don't have lectures. You can also do freelancing. You can work when you don't have lectures. You can work from your hostel, anywhere you want to work from. You can also work during office break. Let's assume you are working. Most companies they give you 1 hour or 30 minutes break. During those time you can just log in, do one or two things. Freelancing gives you the advantage to do all that. So I'm going to be showing you how freelancers earn money, because in freelancing we have different niches. We have the graphic designers, we have the digital marketers, we have the web developers, we have the content and copy and content writers, we have online tutors and teachers. We have different niches in freelancing. So as a graphic designer, they earn between $2,000 to $6,000 per month. That's about $730,000 to $2 million per month. That is what a graphic designer earns as a freelancer. So if you are a digital marketer as a freelancer, you earn around $1 million per month. That's about $3,000. So as a digital marketer, you earn about $3,000 per month. As a freelancer, that's about 1 million naira. If you're a web developer, those guys that write code, they earn about 2 million naira per month. As a freelancer, web developers, they earn about 2 million naira per month. That's about $6,000. As a copy and content writers, they earn about $1,000 to $3,000 per month. So that is about 5,000 to 1 million naira per month. That is what copy and content writers earn. Then as an online tutor and teacher, they earn about $40 to $50 per hour. most online tutors and teachers, they earn per hour. So that is about 14,000 to 18,000 naira per hour. That is what online tutors and teachers. And so you can see the different niches in freelancing and how they earn their money. Even though they are working in their own schedule, they are working with different clients, they choose the client, they choose the time they want to work, they choose the kind of work they want to do, they still earn a lot of money. So before we proceed, I want you to understand something that there is nothing like food. No food for lazy man. You have to work, you have to add value. If truly you want to make money, you have to add value. You have to add value to make money. That is one of the best ways to make legit income. You add value and you get paid for the value you are adding. You solve a problem, you get paid for the problem you are solving. So that is the best way to make money. So if you know you want to make money, you need to have value. There's no food for lazy man. If you remember that song in the 90s, and they say, money no dey come from heaven, no better thing money go come. Na true, I dey tell you so. You understand? So that is just the truth. You need to work. There's no food for lazy man. You need to add value. So there's basically two ways to earn money. It's either you are adding value or you become a beggar on Instagram. That is just the truth. We have a lot of people that what they specialize on is to earn on Instagram. You see them earning notification, waiting for celebrities to do giveaways. That is all they do. And for how long do you want to continue to wait for celebrities to give you money? Because actually these guys give money to whoever they wish to give. But if you are actually adding value, then you get paid for the value you are adding. So it's better you are adding value than going on Instagram and be begging for money. Look at this guy, for example. He posted this message online that his mom lost her phone. He actually sent the message made the post to Pastor Suleiman that his mom lost her phone and now she doesn't have a phone. And the man gave the guy a very good reply. You can see his reply, wow, sorry about the attack. Thank God they didn't hurt her. You must really love your mom. I want her to have a phone. Give her yours. It's as simple as that. So the guy is online begging the pastor for a phone. And the pastor says, since you love your mom so much, why not give your mom your own phone? But assuming this guy prefers, or let's assume he's someone that knows that before you can actually make money, you need to add value. And maybe he's working as a freelancer, for example. All you need to do is just to log into your freelancing account. You make withdrawals and go and buy phone for your mom. He doesn't need to come online to come and be begging. He doesn't need to come online to let everybody know what happened to his mom. You can see that the pastor even said, since you love your mom so much, why don't you give your phone to your mom? So the best way, guys, is just to add value, because begging is not the way at all. So first, you need to get familiar with Fiverr and freelancing technology. Like every business out there, like every profession out there, lawyers, doctor, they have terminologies. They have some things that they say that an outsider or someone that is not within their that is not in the same occupation as them will not understand. So that is how freelancing works as well. We have terminologies in freelancing. But first, I want to talk about Fiverr, which is one of the best freelancing websites we have there. The website was actually launched in February 2010. That was when Fiverr was launched. And I started working on the website in November 2010. So the same year the website was launched, It's the same year I started working on the website, and I've been working on the website ever since then. So since if you're doing something that is profitable, that is giving you good income every month, why will you want to leave it? Because you're actually earning from it. So I've been doing this since 2010. So let me just give you details about some of the terminologies in freelancing. We have a seller. Seller is simply a freelancer who offers service. What I'm teaching you in this webinar is how to become a seller. So what you'll be rendering will be called gigs. So when you render a service as a seller, that service you rendered in freelancing, it is called gigs. So it's meant in freelancing website, call it gigs. So as a seller, you render gigs, which is your service. Then we also have buyer. Buyer are people that patronize a freelancer. So those are your clients, your customers. So we call them buyers. Those are the ones that patronize you, that order your gig. Then we also have an order. Order is simply gig purchased. So when a buyer orders a gig, when a buyer buys your service, which is your gig, it becomes an order. So order is simply gig purchase. So gig purchase from a buyer. Whenever a buyer purchased your gig, we call it an order. So we also have a post a request. Post a request is a way of requesting for a specific service. We have some buyers that actually make requests. They will post a request that they want somebody to do a specific service for them. So in freelancer we call it post a request. So they post it, then sellers that can actually solve the problem, or that can actually do the work that they are requesting for, they will now send a proposal to the buyer or the potential buyer. So that process of the buyer posting the specific thing they want is what we call post a request. So they will make a request and tell sellers, they'll just post randomly and tell sellers, this, I want someone to do this and that for me. So the sellers that are in that niche, or the sellers that can actually do that job, is going to send proposal to the buyer or the potential buyer. From there, they can be hired. So we call that post a request. As whenever a buyer make a request for a specific service. So in freelancing, we have different niche, just like I've said before. You can see this is the marketplace on the freelancing website. There is different niche there. There is graphic and design, there's digital marketing, writing and translation, video animation, music and audio, programming and tech, business, lifestyle. So even these are just the broad niche. There is still sub niche under all these niche that you are seeing. So but these are basically the niche. Different people are rendering different service in freelancing. There are different gigs in freelancing, just like I said. You can see this one that says, I will be your Italian virtual assistant. I will create photo or video slideshow. I will create unique custom graphics. Different gigs, different services. I'm going to see different services in freelancing. So buyers that want to order for a service, they will just look for or search for the one they want. So let's proceed to the service I'm going to teach you. This is going to be our case study 1. You can see the service. I will write a term of service and privacy policy for your website. That is what this seller is rendering. So I'm going to teach you how to deliver this kind of service. You can see that the seller is charging basic $5. That's for the basic service. This is the price of the seller here. So for the basic, which is the starter, the seller is going to write privacy policy and terms of service agreement for your website for $5. You can see the standard basic package plus terms of use and copyright documents, business standard package plus non-disclosure. So you can see the basic is $5, standard is $15, premium is $25. So all these are what the seller, is actually offering to potential buyers. And you can see that this seller has actually delivered 1,725 orders. If you check, you see there, and the seller has 3 orders in queue. So this is actually one of the hot service on Fiverr. And merely you looking at it saying, as somebody will write terms of service and privacy policy from our website for just $5, that this, you'll be looking at this person is doing a good job to writing terms of service and privacy policy for different websites. But the truth about it is there is a way to go about this kind of service, because basically if a seller is to write terms of service and privacy policy for a buyer, they are going to charge way more than $5. They are going to charge way more than that. So, but there's a way to go about this. All you need to do is to go to this website. You can see the websites here. They have a terms and conditions, template.com/generate, terms and conditions sample.com. You have terms and conditions generator.com, freeprivacypolicy.com/online-privacy.html. All you need is to go to any of this website. You are going to be able to generate privacy policy and terms of service. You are going to generate them from this website. So all you need to do is just to get the website name and the website address. Once that is done, you'll be able to generate them here and you send it to your buyer. So it's as easy as that. There is no big deal about it. So we are not going to actually write anything. All you need is just to collect the buyer's website and their website name, and you put it there and to generate it for you. So you can deliver this for as many clients as you want. Then let's look at another case study. This one says I will write an about us page for your business or blog. You can see this person has actually delivered 364 orders. She has 2 orders in queue, and she's even charging $20 per order. And all she does is write about us page for your business or blog. Just like I said, this person too is not actually writing. All they do is go to a website like this. So what they will just request, all you need to request from a buyer is maybe the product, the characteristics of the product, like 3, the year their company was founded, the founder's name, the location. So once you get all these details, all you need to do is just go to this website and generate about us. So you can generate about us for business, for blog on this website. You can see here this is actually a generated about us page, and you can see the box here where you just input the product, the characteristics which you must have collected from the buyer, the year, the founder name and all that. You just input it and send it to the buyer. That's all. And you can see this person is actually charging $20 to do this. So all this can be done within 5 minutes because you are actually going to generate it, and you can generate for as many buyers as you have, because once you input the details, it will just tally with this thing and then you send it to them. So all you need to do when you want to deliver this kind of service to write about us for business and blog is just to go to this website, evolution.com, slash v1 slash tools about slash about us slash us slash all slash generator. What you need to do is just go to this website and you'll be able to deliver this kind of gig. You'll be able to write about us for any business or any blog. So those websites that I've just showed you, you can use it to deliver all this gig. You can use it to, you can see this one says I will write terms of service and privacy policy for your business. You can use it to deliver this. I will write privacy policy and more. You can use it to deliver that one. I will write terms of service agreement for your website. You can use it to. I will write a privacy policy for your mobile app. It's also on those websites. You can use it to deliver it. I will write a premium about us page. It's still the same thing. You're still generating those about us page. I will write a GDPR compliance privacy policy is still the same thing. So you can actually generate this and just you send it to your buyer. It's as easy as that. So the second service I'm going to teach you is how to create ebook covers. You can actually do this one within 5 minutes, guys. It's easy. It's very, very easy. You can actually get this done within 5 minutes. You can see ebook covers. This person has actually delivered about 8,576 orders and currently is charging $10 for the basic gig. And this work is very, very simple. The first thing you need to do is to go to this website called canva.com. You go there to design the book cover. You can see there is a lot of book cover on the website. All you need to do is just to go there and you'll be able to edit the book covers. You can see them. Like I said, a lot of them there. You can edit this one. Now you can remove the picture, put in the picture, edit the writing, change the color. You can edit and do whatever you want to do. So once you are done, I'm actually going to do this based on what the buyer gives. The buyer is going to give you details of how they want the book cover. Maybe they'll tell you, okay, I want you to add picture, I want you to write this, I want you to write that. I'm going to give you all the details. All you need to do is just to edit one of the book cover here and you are done. So once you are done with that, the next thing is to move to this website called workshow.com/3d-pack. So once you get to this website, all you need is just to upload the book covers. And all this, you can see different book covers here, 3D DVD box, 3D box, 3D cover. So you can use any of these based on your buyer's requirement. You use any of these. Once you upload the book covers, this my flex box that you're seeing is going to change to the book covers, and you can just download it and send it to your buyer. It's as simple as that. 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you are done with this service. So you can see this person has actually delivered over 8,000 of this. So these are just simple service that you can do, and you are good to go with it. So yes, I've given you 2 services now that you can get started with, but that is not all. You need to get the full details about freelancing. You need to have a full knowledge of how freelancing works. You need to get the full information. You need to know what to do. You need to know what freelancing actually entails. So you need to wait and let me give you the complete information. So the next thing is we actually have 2 categories of sellers in freelancing. There are different categories of sellers, and we have 2 categories. The first categories are those, category A, they are those that sell one-time service. These people, they get buyers, buy from them. If a buyer order from them today, it takes time before the buyer will order again. So those are the people that do one-time service. When the buyer orders their gig today, their service, it takes time before the buyer order again. And we also have the category B. Those are seller that do recurring and continuous service. So the buyer that orders from these sellers, when they order from them, they need to continue to order their service like every week or every month. And why do they need to continue to order the service? Because if they don't order the service, the previous order that the seller did is going to get stuck or stop growing. So they need to continue to order the service for the seller to continue to grow the orders, to continue to grow previous order for them. So you need to continue to order every month or every week. So those are recurring sellers. So you can see the category B. When a buyer order from them, it takes time before they order again. But for this category B, once they have a buyer, the buyer will keep ordering from them. And every week or every month, the buyer will keep ordering for them because the buyer don't want the previous service that was done to get stuck or stop growing. So let me make you understand those two scenarios. You can see this scenario I want to show you now. An MTN subscriber, maybe MTN company for example, and a phone selling company. If you buy an MTN SIM today, it doesn't end there. You're going to actually continue to be a recurring and continuous buyer because you need to keep buying airtime. You need to keep buying data. So MTN keep making money from you. So you are a recurring and continuous buyer. Let me just use that word for example. So every time you need to recharge your phone. So it doesn't just end in you buying an MTN SIM and that's all. No, you need to continue to buy data, you need to continue to buy airtime. Unlike when you buy a phone from a phone seller. If you buy a phone today from a phone seller, it will take months, that's if not years, before you even decide to change that phone. So it's not something you buy every day or every month like recharge card and data. So you understand what I'm saying now. So as an MTN subscriber, you are a recurring customer to MTN because you need to continue to use data, you need to continue to use airtime. But for a phone seller that is even selling the phone that you are putting the MTN SIM, you buy the phone once in a while. So that makes them to be in the category A, which is a one-time service. So when you buy, it takes a while again before you buy another phone again. Why? When you buy from MTN, you continue to patronize them. So you can understand the scenario that I'm painting. This phone seller now, if they have let's say 100 customers, those that are selling phone, and if they have 100 customers and they have only 50 phones, there's nothing they can do at that point. They just need to serve 50 customers because they only have 50 phones available. So even though they have more customers than the stock, there's nothing they can do. So but in the case of MTN, these things are generated. So even if they have 1 million, 2 million, 5 million customers that want to buy these things, it's available because they are actually generated. So you can see the difference now. That is what I mean by recurring. That is what I mean by sellers that get recurring and continuous order, and the sellers that get a one-time service. So that's just what I'm trying to explain to you. So you can see that MTN Nigeria actually made 469.4 billion. That's what they actually made from just sales of airtime, data, and short messaging service, that's SMS, in the first 6 months of the year. And You can imagine, just from airtime, data, and SMS, they made 469 billion in the first 6 months of the year. So that is because their customers are recurring and continuous customers. They keep buying airtime, they keep buying data, they keep paying for SMS. It doesn't just stop in them buying their SIM alone. So you get what I'm trying to say now. So which of these category would you like to belong to? Would you like to be in category A that just get one order and it takes time before they order again, or you like to be in category B where they get continuous order? I don't know about you, but I choose and belong to the category B in freelancing business. I mean the category B because I keep getting continuous weekly and monthly orders from same buyers. So when the buyer buys from me in this week, when I'm done with that order, they buy again, keep buying. If the buyer buy from me in this month, they keep buying. So I keep getting continuous and recurring order. So with that, you'll be able to continue to make money weekly and monthly. That is the more reason why you can see that I do this thing on part-time basis. I actually do it on part-time because it's easy. We didn't want to 3 hours daily. You are done. You can focus on other business. You can do other things. You can go for your lectures. Any other thing you want to do, because you can continue to do it because we didn't want to 3 hours daily. You are done. It's as simple as that. So if you can actually do this thing, it's not hard at all. You can actually do it. It's not hard. Something that you just need 1 to 3 hours to do daily, and it can give you up to 6 figures monthly. Then you too, you can do it. So right now I want to ask you guys, how many of you would like to join the category B sellers and keep getting weekly and monthly patronage from your buyers? Yes, where you keep getting recurring order. You get massive results like this one. This is just one of my recent orders. This is July 11, 2019. This is $120. This is about 43,000 naira for just one order. This one is actually one order. One of my orders in July 2019. So imagine you getting on just one order about 43,000 naira. What if you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 10? And I get a lot of these orders every month, every week. So what I want you to do now, if you know you actually want to be among the category B sellers, you want to start earning 6 figures, you want to know you actually want to do this, I want you to type me in the comment box. Yes, if you know you want to actually know this, you want to actually do this, I want you to type me in the comment box. Let me see your comments. Type me in the comment box if you really want to learn this. I don't know if Mr. Patrick is going to give me more time. I will also like to teach you guys 3 minutes daily promotion, because even as a category B seller, when you have your gig on the freelancer website, you need to promote it to get buyers. So I'm going to teach you how to do 3 minutes daily promotion to get buyers to patronize you. And this buyer will keep patronizing you weekly or monthly because you're actually delivering a recurring and continuous service. So I don't know if Mr. Patrick will give me the chance. I'm going to teach you how to do this so that you can continue to get buyers, and those that the buyers that you're going to get will continue to give you recurring monthly and weekly orders. I can see you guys are already typing me. Well, this is actually Mr. Patrick's training, so I will leave it to him to decide if we should do this. Mr. Patrick, you need to decide because it's actually Mr. Patrick's training. So, guys, I will leave it to him to decide if we should do this, Mr. Patrick?
Wonderful. Yes. They know it is my training. Yeah, they of course know I don't joke with my subscribers and all. They know all this. Yeah. But the truth is, if I don't allow you bring to them anything that would add to their life, that means I'll be witch. Far from that. Okay, hold it there, Mr. Godfrey. My notes are filled up. I've been taking notes. Yeah, who doesn't doesn't want a side income? I mean, that you can give just 1 hour, 2 hours every day, like basically just do it and boom, you're making extra 200, 500k in a month. Imagine if it is just to pay my kids' school fees. That would be very awesome. Imagine if it is just to buy fuel or send home or do something that's chops from my income. Imagine if it's just that way. That would mean a whole lot for me. Yeah. Okay, and this screen, this what you see on the screen right now, have been blowing my head. Right, $120, and that is not like a cumulative earning, total. This is from one job, from one of the legitimate online job. $120. That's in naira, in our Buhari naira. That's in the neighborhood of 40,000 naira for just one job. And this job might not have taken you up to 10 minutes to deliver. So when people say online legitimate jobs, this is exactly what they're talking about. All right. And now this is not just a one-off kind of result. Like you almost used to result like this. Result like this. Okay, for 13,000 naira in a part time. This is part time. We don't get it wrong. Some persons might say 413k is too small and all that because maybe they drink it, they blow it in a weekend, right? But this is just part time in April. Like you're giving it 1 to 3 hours, not even up to 5 hours. Imagine if you're not giving this up to 5 hours. What happens? Awesome, right? 226,000 in May and June. Sorry, Mr. Godfrey, you have to stay put. If time permits us, we're going to have a question and answer section because I think I've have a couple of questions here that I would ask you. I pray we have all the time, right? Okay. Now, how do you want results like this? How do you want result like this? How do you want result like this? Okay, let me assume you are very busy. You have a regular job. Okay, sometimes I want to assume everybody in my list have a regular job, but you want a side income, something that can just make you money by the side, right? Something that won't take all the time. Or you are ready to throw in everything required. Instead of just giving 3 hours or just giving 2 hours, 1 hour, you are ready to give 5 hours. Let's assume you don't have a job, you are jobless like us. All right, you're ready to throw in everything and turn it into a full-time gig, right? Whatever the case is for you, let's do some quick mathematics here. If you know me very well, you understand I love doing quick mathematics. I'm an able man. I don't go into any business if I don't know what A would give me. If I don't know what putting in B would give me. That's like gambling, and I don't do gambling. It doesn't favor me. Right? So whatever case it is for you, let's do some quick mathematics here and see how much you can make from this same business monthly. All right. For those who want it as a side business, now let's first of all consider those who want it as a side business, like my friend Godfrey. Like you're ready to give you 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Every day, like spare time, even on your bed, you can just be doing it. All right, let's assume you are very busy and only got 1 hour to give it to this daily. Oh, 1 hour, really? Then you put up 3 hot different gigs. 3 hot different gigs. Don't ask me what are hot gigs, what are this, what are that. Hold on, right? Hold on. Godfrey is coming back. We're going to do something together, of course, trust me. Then let's assume each of these gigs averages $10 daily. Each of these gig averages $10 daily. That's on a poor note because on a good day that shouldn't be even what you should be aspiring to. But then I love taking my instances on a bad result, like on a worst case scenario, so that if worst come to worst, like they will always say, then you fall to that. Let's say in a day, that's 3 times $10. That's $30 in a whole day. You're making $30. Very small, $30. Then in a month, that's about 30 times 30. That's $900. That's about 328,500 naira effortlessly with a big green. Right now, what if you decide to make it a full-time business, like a lot of persons who are on this call, on this presentation today would want to? Let's assume you decide to make it a full. I mean, if you're making 200,000 naira, 300, 400, 500 for, doing a business as a side business, and then you have every opportunity, you don't need any degree to take it up to the next level. Why wouldn't you do that? Especially if you have something doing, right? If you're not working on your father's, oil company, right? Then what if you decide to make this a full-time business? Obviously, you have more time to give to this daily, yes. So you put up 10 different gigs instead of 3 in the other case, right? Each averages the same $10. That's 10 times 10, $100 daily. So when people say they make $100 daily, don't argue, ask them how. And that how is exactly what you're getting here today, right? So kind of us. So in a month, that's 100 times 30, that's $3,000, not naira. That's Trumpville currency. That's about 1,095,000 naira effortlessly. Then another big green, 1 million in green color, 95,000 naira. That's the earning with 10 gigs, not to talk of having up to 20 gigs, not to talk of having up to 20 gigs. Now imagine what some sweet 328,500 naira or 1,095,000 naira would do in your life. Let's assume you don't have a car, or you have one rickety car and you want to change it. Let's assume you're not giving your mom, your woman, your wife, whoever, your children, that real life, that life you've always dreamt of. You want to give them some kind of treats. You're not doing that. You actually sincerely want to do that, but you don't have the wherewithal. What now? Imagine what these figures would do for you. You're doing it part-time. You're, let's say, making 328,500 naira every month. Imagine how that would help you achieve those, lofty goals. Now, imagine what 1,095,000 naira every month would do for you in your life. The sweetest part of all these things, the sweetest part of all these things is that you can have this set up without interfering in whatever you are currently doing. That is actually the part that's, that grasps me by the ball and make me fall in love with this strategy. And that is to say that it's ideal for people who want to add extra 200k to 500k to their income while keeping whatever they are doing at the moment. Even best for people who are looking for something to do, like people who are not doing anything right now, who may have been buharized, lost their job, haven't found one either, right? And are ready to give it 3 times more time, resulting to 3 times to 5 times more results, 400k to 1 million naira. Again, how do you want these results? How do you want these results? The truth is, a whole day event, like I always say in my presentation like this, may not even be enough to learn all the nitty-gritties of succeeding in this business. If you're very truthful to yourself, you understand that this is the fact, right? Let alone an hour or so online presentation like this. I know this because I have been teaching in this space for close to a decade. Like I've been doing presentations like this, even doing 2 hours, 3 hours seminars. I know this, and that is the truth and nothing but the truth. People learn differently. Yeah, people learn differently. We are wired differently. We are created differently. We don't have the same God, and are afraid to make mistakes. That is the most important part. People are afraid to make mistakes that may cause them to lose even more money. So that's that element of fright, fear, is what I always like helping people take off so they can get to their desired, goal and results. Now, this is why I had to work so hard to convince Mr. Side Hustle Income, right, to create an arrangement whereby he would have the chance of working closely with you. I mean, I'm saying this to you now, but then it's up to you to decide if you want to embrace this or let it go and continue, the normal way of life, hoping things will turn around while Buhari is still your president or something. Create an arrangement whereby he would have the chance of working closely with you, for a longer time, watching your footsteps, telling you this is not the way, go it this way, blah blah blah. And now some persons are asking, an arrangement? What sort of arrangement is that? Well, this is not an arrangement, a marriage arrangement, but this is something better. All right. By the way, would you be interested if there's an arrangement that would help you, get a better result? Like you've been hearing about this freelancing, you hear about online jobs. If there's an arrangement that will help you, take off all the trial and errors, all the guesswork, and help you just go straight to the results, monitor you, and make sure you are doing the right thing, would you be interested? Would you be interested in such arrangement? Now, I wouldn't even be asking you this if it's somebody that have just woke up yesterday and started claiming to be all side hustle income guru. No, I wouldn't even. As a matter of fact, I'm somehow anti-guru. I don't really give a damn to people who talk nonsense and claim all sorts of things, call themselves professors and heaven on earth. No, I don't do that. I have to first of all look at your track record, your antecedents, and this is one of Godfrey's own. This picture is even older than it's older than Mona, my daughter. This picture should be more than 7 years, and if you look at it very well, somebody is commending him, praising him, thanking him for the tips he gave him, for whatever he may have taught him years back, that he's getting results. That means this guy didn't start doing this today. And in this life, consistency makes the whole difference, right? Consistency makes the whole difference. No wonder he's able to, get a gig for $100. Can you see again? A gig for $100. I mean, a job that may not have taken him more than 30 minutes for $100. $100 is over 3,500 naira. Imagine if you're just getting this every week, every day. You can even do that. You can do that. Yeah. So you obviously shouldn't doubt it. If we say this arrangement I'm talking about, we are bringing you, right, can help you, one, get a faster result, take off all the guesswork, help you eliminate trial and errors, failures. Nobody wants that, because failure is an orphan. So you don't want to be someone closer to an orphan, right? An arrangement that will afford you the opportunity of getting direct tutelage from the same man who has effortlessly commanded 200k to 500k monthly from the same business as a side hustle. That should be where the emphasis is, as a side hustle, not even giving it everything. Yeah. And if these are what you want, then make sure you make the 25 early bets to join this same arrangement I'm talking about. And the arrangement is what we have come together to tag. Because I told him you can't just come and teach and go. You must have to, get a group of people together, teach them so they can become your apostle, like Jesus did. The Bible said Jesus dropped some people and taught some people, and that is who we know today. They call them apostles, right? Then this arrangement is what we've called the side hustle income blueprint, and this is how you should be jumping up right now if you know what this arrangement could do for you. I gave a tip earlier on, but then the question on your mind right now should be, will it be worth it? I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk things like this. The truth is, well, everybody can talk, but not everybody has the same result like my friend has here. As you can see on the screen, somebody said, I have made more than $1 million since I started internet business. Internet business is referring to is the same freelancing, and you can do this, right? This is somebody maybe who never believed he can, maybe from a conductor or something, and then he's making over $1 million. Imagine. All right, then there are more and more of these testimonials always flying in. Well, if you're lucky to make it into the side hustle income blueprint, here are what you get. I'm going to run through them quickly. Pay close attention and make sure you take notes, because if you miss any of these things here, you're on your own, right? Now, the first will enroll you into a 30-day online side hustle income blueprint class. In this class, you get access to direct channels to reach out and ask any question you might have, no matter how it sounds. Nobody's going to cost you. Nobody's going to cost you out. You ask him direct questions, no matter how stupid this question is, either before getting into it or when you are already digging deep, like you are planning on, starting your side hustle business, freelancing business, and then there are questions you throw it to them. Now, let's assume you started it and you're making something, you want to take it to the next level. You throw him the question, and if you want to just get this alone on a good day, right, this is 56,650,000 naira value. And then we introduce you to the easiest, friendly freelancing platform to work with. The truth is, there are tons of freelancing platforms, out there. However, one seems to stand out for Nigerians. Things that work for people out there doesn't work. I keep telling some persons, Some millionaires out there might come to Nigeria and become very, very poor because our systems are not the same. I don't need to stress on that. You know what I'm talking about. So, however, one seems to stand out of these whole platforms, as they have put into consideration people from the third world countries like Nigeria, people from third world countries like India. So they know that there are poor people who might want to take part in their platform, and so they fashion their platform to accommodate these people, and that platform is what we're getting into. This is 50,000 naira value. Then we'll show you how to cut to the chase and avoid wasting time and money. You'll be handed the exact easy services Godfrey renders on Fiverr that can earn you over 200k monthly. You will learn the exact skills and how he uses the simple skills to deliver services and get paid daily. This is out of the moon, because this is almost like the game changer. 23,500 naira. Then we'll register a money-making freelance account for you. He will show you how to register a money-making freelance account, plus one secret strategy you must use on your profile information to be able to attract buyers like swans. Get this one right thing and you are already guaranteed your success by 40%. Like, if they even started, if you get this part right, you've guaranteed your success by 40%. That means if you get it right, you're already 40% rich, right? And this is 9,700 naira in value, right? Then the right way to post your job, he'll teach you the right way to post your job to guarantee massive impression, because you can continue posting jobs. Then if people are not able to see what you're posting, then it's even better you didn't even post at all, wasting your time and your data, right? But then here he will show you the right way to post your gig. Before you can start making money on this platform, you have to ensure there's a good way to get eyeballs to gigs and services. You will learn how to get the almighty Fiverr editors to do this for you for free. Why should this even be 10,000 naira value? It should be 100,000 naira value, but then he's so kind, so let's leave it at 10k. Then you will learn how to create a call to action banners that stop and grab service hungry buyers by the balls. You will learn how to create call to order banners within 5 minutes on your PC. Now, instead of now looking for who will create this for you, so you pay them 5,000, 20,000, we understand that you shouldn't be getting this and then you're still looking for these people. So no, if you're getting this, you're saving more money. So we show you how to create these things with free tools, so that your services pop out amidst many services. There, when people come there, they see your own, they pick you, right? You have to stand out, right? So you get others rushing into your Fiverr account like tap water. 5,200 naira in value. You learn the exact promotion strategies Godfrey uses to promote his gigs that bring in massive orders, ranging from 10 to 20 orders daily. With this, you will never run out of orders, and you know what that means. Many orders means more money, which means steady income. All right. Okay, we'll show you how to withdraw. Okay, now I when I was looking through this, I remembered how not having a system to withdraw your money cost a lot of persons I know money. I know somebody who has lost $14,000 in an online platform because there's no way to withdraw his money. All right, but here he show you how to withdraw your money through an ATM card. They send you an ATM card. You use the ATM card, transfer your money into your ATM card, go to the nearest ATM branch around you, withdraw your money, pocket it, chop it, naira, dollar, whichever country you are in, you withdraw the local currency equivalent of your money, and then you're chopping your money. You don't have any issue with anybody, right? This is 4,500 naira in value, and then if you put all these things together, it's about 151,050 naira. But then I came up with this. Remember, this is actually my training, my audience, so I had to bring him, and somehow I became a dictator. I need to really tell him what is obtainable here. I came up with this. The first 25 persons to get access to the side hustle income blueprint will enjoy a whopping discount of 83% discount. 83% discount, and that means that they won't be paying the 151,050 naira, right? They will be paying only how much? Guess. Okay, 24,997. 24,997. But the first 25 persons. So take advantage right now. A link should pop out on the screen right now. If you're on the PC, it should be by the right hand side of your screen. If you're on a mobile phone, it should be below this video presentation, right? So click on the link, or if somehow you can't see it, or whatever, you just pop out your browser, type in ecomtycoon.com/site, ecomtycoon.com/site, and it will take you through where you can just go and pick and get into the blueprint membership area almost immediately. And whatever, if you do that right now, if you do that like right now, I will throw in something for you, an awesome bonus that will make you want to look out for me and, I don't know, complete the blank space, right? But then I know you must be forced to jump up like that man there. Okay, so I'm going to throw in something for you, and it's coming from me, not from Godfrey. It is coming from me, not from Godfrey. Mind you, if you don't do that right now, like if you don't take action almost immediately, you are not getting this, right? The bonus is coming directly from me, like I said. And what is this bonus all about? It is about something really, really new and sweet. 2 ways to earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on Nigeria's version of JVZoo ClickBank. If you know what JVZoo and ClickBank means, you know that a lot of millionaires and even billionaires have been made through JVZoo. But here we have a Nigerian version. As you can see, the figures are in Naira. Okay, now this is my screenshot. It belongs to me, and the 1.6 million Naira was earned passively. I will show you how that is possible. 2 ways to earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on the Nigerian version of JVZoo, ClickBank, etc. This belongs to me, and I just created this, you know, even just one night, and then I leave it there, and it's passively earning me money. So I'm going to be running a training, a webinar training for people who jump in right now. I can see a lot of people are coming in already, but I'm going to jump in for people who come in right now. I'll get in touch with all of you and give you the date, so you can choose the date, and then you appear. Even if you don't appear, you have the access to chance to downloading the training, right? How you can earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on Nigeria's version of JVZoo. I'll show you a lot of persons who are already doing this, right? And some of you might think this is some kind of Photoshop. No, it is not. So see me as I log, you know, in real time into my account. Okay, that's my email address there, and I'm logging in right now. As you can see, so I'm logged in. As you can see, that's my name by the right hand side there. That's my name there, as you can see. So let's scroll down a bit to see. As you can see, that's my name there. I've just shifted it a bit. Now let's scroll down a bit. That's the same figure you see there, and 107 others. So this is my account. There's nothing to really hide. It's nothing to hide or something to really be very funny about. Okay, now it is not just me. I'll show you someone else, people who are already doing this. This guy, Johnson, describe as his name so you don't go kidnap him. He got paid 1,051,000 naira, 999 naira. This guy, maybe he's just an average guy who never believed anything good could come out of internet marketing. Look at the date. He got paid, and this is his check. Right, and it's not just me. There are lots of other people. This belongs to, I think, on a memory, as you can see her name there, and this is how much it's been paid as an affiliate. The second part of making money from the system, right? I'll be showing you all this thing in a live training, and this is not something I'm going to be charging you for. You only qualify if you're coming in right now, if you're getting the side hustle income blueprint right now. Okay, so you'll be getting all this in a live webinar. Even if you don't attend a live webinar, right, you still get a chance to download it so you can watch at your convenience and go take action and even make more money. So this alone is valued at 45,000 naira. If I want to be with my church mind, it's valued at 45,000 naira. This training alone, right? This one I'm going to be giving to people who are jumping in right now. So altogether, you're getting 151,000 naira value plus 45,000 naira. That's 196,050 naira for just 24,994. But that's only if you act fast and join the first 25% to get access right now. So take advantage right now. Go to the link below. Yeah, if you're on a mobile, or by the side of this presentation if you are on a PC, or if those doesn't show up for you, or you don't care, just pop out a browser and go to ecomtycoon.com/site. Okay, now let's think of this way. If all this offer did for you was help you start a part-time side income business that generates at least 200k to 500k monthly, part-time, emphasis on part-time business, est-ce que c'est en vaut la peine? Will it be worth it? If it helps you start and fund a saving culture that may amount to 5 million naira at the end of this year, would it be worth it? If it helps you finally be able to meet those goals you've always had but unreachable, would it be worth it? If it would, then take advantage right now. Go to the link below or by the side of this presentation, or just hit ecomtycoon.com/side. And if you click on that link right now, you see a page like this. Okay, now this is the page where if you click on that link, that's ecomtycoon.com/side, you go to this page, and where you have two options of getting immediate access. The first option there is you can make a payment, direct bank payment, or *737 transfer. Anyhow you can do a transfer is acceptable into the account details on the side there. And after that, send an email to side@ecomtycoon.com, and Godfrey Elabor himself would immediately get back to you. Right? Okay, now if you're like me, you don't like doing all this analog kind of making payment and all that, you want to pay online securely, then the option 2 is fine for you. Paystack is approved, and there is approved by CBN. So you do that, you pay, and once you pay, you get to this site. If you click on Paystack, you come to a site like this. So you put in your details, which is normal, put in your email, put in the other details there. Yeah, I'm covering them because of my privacy. And once you put it, basically it's just a number, just a phone number. Once you're done, click on Pay Now. Click on Pay Now. So when you click on Pay Now, it takes you to the next page, where you have to now put in your card details, right? If you want to, you can pay by card by putting your card details there. Put the expiry date, put the CVV number, they are all in your card. It's 100% safe and secured, CBN approved, right? So you click on pay 244,997, and then it processes the payment, takes it from your card. It can't take more than that. It's against the law, except they want to go out of business, right? Or you can choose the bank option there also, and then you can use the bank systems there, or GTB *737 if you use GTB account. Just dial that number on your GTB account, and then it will go through and click on confirm payment. All right, so that's it basically. Then after no matter the method you use, at the end of the day, upon successful payment, you are sent a page that looks like this, where you are required to put in your name and your email, and then click on Get Access Now. So when you click on Get Access Now, you're redirected to the thank you page. Then check your email, and you will be ushered into the key to unlock the legitimate online side hustle income, money, right? Now you're left with two options. After giving you all these things, after letting you see all these things, you're left with two options. First option is do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk free. Or second option, pony up this small little investment today compared to all the values you get in return, and just give it a shot, right? If you get access now, I assure you it will be a wise decision, which would invariably affect your life positively, right? But if you decide not to join us, it won't be fine, but then it's a choice. So are we to question your choice? It's your choice. We'll respect it. Remember, for just 24997 and not 196,050 naira in value, you are getting all these things, right? You're getting all these things. All these things. All of this. All of this. All of this. You're getting all of this. Like, Elabor is handing over everything that has helped. He has built over almost close to a decade right now. That's helping him make that effortless side income, right? Handing over to you, and for a real value of 151,000 naira, but you're not going to be paying that. You're paying just 24,997. And if you do that right now, I'm going to be adding these awesome bonuses. 2 ways to earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on Nigerian version of JVZoo ClickBank. People are doing it. I did it. People are doing it. On the memory did it in a live webinar. Don't worry, even if you're not live, you can download it and you can watch it at your convenience, right? So altogether, you're getting 151,050 naira in value, 45,000 naira in value, that's 196,050 naira in value, just for 24,997. But that is if you act fast and you're lucky to join the first 25%. So take advantage right now. Click on the link that just showed up, or there's somewhere on your screen, on PC, by the right hand side of mobile phone, below this video presentation, or just go to ecomtycoon.com/site, right? So right now, I know you should have questions. If you have questions, I think there are tons and tons of them, right? What I think we should do right now is the webinar is already long. I would beg your indulgence. The system would automatically redirect all your questions that you've asked. We've seen a lot of over 200 questions here. The system would automatically redirect all your questions to our email, and we will, take our time, relax, answer all of them. From there, we can then take it up so that it becomes a to and fro kind of thing. So expect a reply to your question if asked any, And if you've not asked any, send them to pat@patrickogidi.com and we'll get going. But if you've put in any question in the comment box, don't worry, they are already in our email. So we are going to be taking our time, relaxing, then answering all these questions back to you. So you get back to us, we can fizzle everything out. But whatever you're doing, note that there is a time limit to this. If you're not among the 25 persons, you might get access, but then you might be paying times 2 the price. So, but in all, it's up to you, right? The site again is ecomtycoon.com/site. If you have any question that you've not put into the comment box, send them to pat@patrickogidi.com, right? Thank you for attending this event. I hope to see you some other time. I hope to see you inside the Side Hustle Income Blueprint. Thank you, and do have a nice time.